So today we're going to take a look at our overwintering shed. Some of you have been wondering how we overwinter on a small scale indoors here in the Canadian prairies, and I figured I would just let you see what we have going on. So what we have here is we've a really old building on our property. When we first moved here, I decided I was going to convert it into our bee shed. And so I gutted it out and put new insulation in, and we finished it out with plyboard. And so now we have our wintering shed. One of the important things about the wintering shed is that it's completely dark. So that's why we redid it all, and well insulated so that the bees can regulate. I turn my lights on. Just by the door there we do have a few cracks, so what I did is I just put up a black sheet. That way those cracks are covered and there's no light coming in from that. So the ventilation in my shed, it's powered by this LTL thermostat. So I can program based on temperature and humidity. The humidity is a little bit higher in here when we first put the bees in, so I have that humidity settings switched off just because it's cold outside, and if it's running on 55% humidity where I like to be, at that point it gets very cold in here, and so we want to just control the temperature. If you look on the left there, you can see it's right around 5 degrees Celsius is when the fans kick on, so we like to keep it below the 5 degree mark, somewhere between 4, actually between 4 and 6 is where we like to be. So by setting it to 5 degrees, it's got a 1 degree differential and it'll turn on. This is just another piece of equipment I have. I don't have it switched on right now, but it's a data logger. It logs the temperature, humidity, and CO2. And that all runs out to a fan system. So I've turned the air. It turns twice, and inside there I have a 10-inch fan currently running. So if you take a look outside, you can see we've turned the light there again. So it's important to have the light turned several times just so that you're not getting any of that outside light coming into your shed. So when we put the bees in here, we have a 2 rows and a little bit actually right now. So you can see I need to do some sweeping in here, but we stacked them just 3 high, some of them 4 high. And I've got a few little projects here where I'm trying to overwinter a few queens. Yeah, I mean, it's fairly simple. All you need is a building that you can keep all the way dark and an ability to control the temperature through exhausting, and you have some intake vents. So we have 2 intake vents here. And of course we want to keep, if there's any mice that came in with the hives, or they can work their way into this old building. We just have several trap stations for those mice, just to catch them before they make a mess out of anything. I'm a little bit paranoid, so I have thermometer here, I have thermometer up there, and you can see what I was talking about with the humidity. It's showing right up at about 70%, so that's higher than I like to be, but it's best to keep that temperature between 4 and 6 degrees if possible. So in this small shed, I believe we have 112 colonies. We overwinter in a double nuke formation, so you have colonies with 2 queens with a divider in the middle, just so that they can't hop over, and we overwinter through like that. We run the double nuke formation straight through the year, and it's our expansion plan. So that's the way we run things here, and hopefully this has been beneficial to some of you.